Gohonzon, all of the conditions of life are represented. Not only the ones that most directly lead us to be able to overcome our suffering, but also those conditions that can cause us to suffer, that what we call fundamental darkness. And I don't know if you can see, but down the middle is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, the Buddha nature we all have inside of us. That's that special muscle or talent we have that allows us to really move mountains in our life that we thought we never could. And right on the side, on the left, on the top, we have Shakyamuni, and on the right, we have Tahoe Buddha, who represent historically those Buddhas that spoke to us in the Lotus Sutra, which this is based on, which showed the incredible value that every individual has. But also on this Gohonzon, right here in the middle, anybody know? Not a good way to become enlightened. Anybody know what that represents right here? Devadatta. In other words, that part of our life that just every time we want to move forward, there's a part of our life that says, no, you can't do that. Or no, there's something in the way that you cannot overcome. So why would Nichiren Daishonin put something representing that most destructive part of life on the Gohonzon? Because the idea is, and this is what happens when we chant. When we chant, our life takes this shape with our Buddha nature. It's most strong, predominant in the center of our life. And the phrase that's used is, it illuminates and brings out the exalted form of every other life condition. In other words, you know, do you ever see those ads for OxyClean? You know, the water's really dirty and they put this stuff in and magically it clears up. Well, that's kind of what happens to Devadatta here. But that's when we chant every day, our life more and more takes on this shape. It's holding back and transforming the part of our life that wants to keep us in a miserable state where we feel we cannot really be who we are. Imagine if there was a Gohonzon. Imagine a map of life where instead of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo being in the center and influencing everything to bring out value, imagine if our life looked like Devadatta, the largest in the middle, and every positive aspect of our life, it's sucking the life out of it. We don't want that. We don't want that. But sometimes we reach a very low point in life, and so through our practice, we can transform our life. So President Ikeda says, when we practice Ganyo and chant Daimoku before Gohonzon, the good and evil capacities of our life begin to function as the exalted form of fundamental existence. Lives that are full of the pain of hell, lives that are in the state of hunger, lives warped by the state of anger. Such lives, too, begin to move in the direction of creating their own personal happiness and value. Lives being pulled toward misfortune and happiness and unhappiness are redirected and pulled in the opposite direction toward good when they make the mystic law their base. It is as if sufferings are made the fuel for a fire of joy and wisdom and compassion. It is the mystic law and faith which ignite that flame. So this is why we all have the Gohonzon. This is the practice of Buddhism, and this is how we actually transform our life.